Happy Friday, everyone. This is David Kern. Today I'm going to be talking about how to plan your retirement withdrawal strategy. So what I've found with clients over the years is that this can be a really hard transition. They've gone their entire lives, maybe 30 or 40 years, saving into these retirement accounts. And now for the very first time, they're at retirement and they're going to be taking money out of these accounts. It feels very weird, but it's actually very normal and very good. It's what they've prepared for. But there are some best practices for how to do this, and I believe it starts with a financial plan. The advantage of having a financial plan is it's going to tell you how much income you're expected to need in retirement, and then also present to you the types of assets you have available to meet that need. What types of accounts do you have to pull an income stream from? And so once you have that plan in place and you have an understanding of the lay of the land, where you are and where you're going, then you can make sure that your investments and taxes are all kind of aligned well. From an investment standpoint, you want to make sure that your portfolio is aligned in a way that it minimizes the amount of risk that you're taking at this juncture of your life. This can be done in a couple different ways. We all hear about the stocks and bonds side of investing. That's very well known. But you do want to have both of those. You want to have stocks that are meant to really grow over time and increase in value. You also want to have bonds on the other side of the equation that are more conservative in nature. They're going to grow a little bit or they're going to be down a little bit, but they're going to be really conservative and they're going to be kind of that safety net. And that's important because since World War II, the average bear market has lasted around 14 months. The average recession has lasted around 11 months on average. And so when those things come, because they will come, we know they will, when they come, you want to make sure you have a portfolio that can withstand that period of time. If you have 3 to 5 years worth of distributions in that bond side of the equation, then you know that you can keep taking your income out of the bonds, the more conservative holdings, even if the equities fall with a bear market or remain stagnant with a recession. The other way that you can minimize risk in the portfolio is to own multiple asset classes. The whole idea of not owning too much of one thing, not having too many eggs in one basket. So it's good to have multiple, what we call asset classes, U.S. large cap, U.S. mid cap, U.S. small cap, different size companies in the U.S., but also own international stocks as well. And the advantage of that is that you get to take advantage of the global market as it ebbs and flows across the globe. The good thing about that asset allocation is that you're never going to be the worst performing or the best performing thing over time. You're going to have a really steady and smooth ride. That's what diversification does, and that's really important. The other concept that you want to think about is asset location. And asset location is thinking about the types of accounts that you have and how they're treated from a tax standpoint. So an IRA, for example, is all pre-tax and it's all tax deferred. You don't pay taxes on it until you take distributions out. So generally in those accounts, you want investments that are either producing an income or will produce a large capital gains distribution at some point, because when those things are paid out, it doesn't create a big tax bomb at that moment. It's all tax deferred inside that account. When we think about a different type of account, like a brokerage account, just a regular investment account, we generally want to have more equities in there, things that appreciate more over time. Because if we hold those things for longer than a year and sell it and realize gain, then we pay long-term capital gains rates on only the gain. And so those rates right now are lower than ordinary income rates and it's more tax efficient. And then kind of that third bucket would be the Roth IRA. Love the Roth IRA. It's tax-free now, and it's tax-free when you take the money out down the road. So typically you want that account to be a little more aggressively invested so that it can grow more over time, because generally clients don't take money out of that account until they really have to. They want it to keep growing for themselves, but maybe also for their beneficiaries someday. So, once all those things are in order, you have a financial plan, you've aligned the investments well to minimize risk and take advantage of the tax nature of them, then you can relax and know that it's going to be okay because you have the plan and you know that whatever the market brings, you're going to be able to withstand it.